The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks Edition for Monday, February the 5th on the Sportsbetting Podcast is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, a sports betting research platform for parlays, props, and game lines. Download that Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Head over to cut.com. That is KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus today. Yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Basketball Experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Monday night, February the 5th, a new week in college hoops. Oh boy, what a day. Up and down, up and down. You know who did have a good day is a guy sitting next to me. We'll get to it. We'll dive into each and every game and preview this beautiful Monday slate. They had a couple games. Sunday was a week, though. Sunday night was a week slate. College basketball, you got to fucking fix your schedule. There should have been more games tonight. There was no NFL. But let's dive into it. If you're wondering who you're listening to, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. And joining me on the College Basketball Experience, you know, he just gave out a 5-0 kind of day. So you guys know him as the cocktail napkin having, the win the sandbag window hanging, Noah Bieniek, a.k.a. the co-host of the College Baseball Experience. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Mac? Yeah, we're still working on that intro, but fire day.
I always mix it up.
I was spitting fire today. I feel like I got robbed this weekend, honestly. My one Saturday show that I'm the co-host with you dragged me into betting 32 fucking games. But every TMZ game I felt like I got right. And then today, 5-0 fire day. And I think I had 3 or 4 lock battle W's over you and Rush. So let's fucking go. I'm ready for this one.
Lucky. You did. Your fucking Boilermakers got it done. I was pissed off.
All aboard.
That goddamn Edie guy. But, all right, hey, we're going to continue to guess on this College Basketball Experience. You guys know this face from last year, and he's doing great work over at SGPN. Matthew Dewaskin, is that correct?
You got it.
Got it right, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper. Everybody knows Capper from the chat. Everybody knows him from his work over at SGPN. What's up, brother? And welcome back to the College Basketball Experience.
Mac, Noah, it's great to be back. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Should be a very fun episode tonight.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, it should be. And we actually have 2 guests tonight. And I think everybody wants to see who the 4th man in the box behind the scenes. Well, you guys, he may be a familiar face. He's always swinging dead to the face.
He just crashed the stream.
Yeah, didn't even go with the fucking introduction. I cut off your introduction like you know. I've never been good at this game. What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys, holding it down, and I'm honored to be on this show. And hopefully, I can pick one game right on this episode. How you guys doing? And dude, I mean, you guys, I saw all the negative comments. That's what I look for. I look for negative comments saying this show fucking sucks. And that's how I know you guys are doing a good job when I'm away. If I see too many great comments, too many people trying to, suck you off, I that's when I know the show has gone to shit. So you got majority good, but I circled those bad ones, and god damn it, I was in a hotel room and I was loving it. I was laughing at them, sitting there trying to get Chicago State on one of the fucking TVs. They got old MASH reruns, all right? But it was fantastic, and I'm honored to be back a part of this show. And we got Cannabis Capper here too, man, all right?
I can assure you nobody was sucking Mac's dick this week. I can assure you that didn't happen, at least on the show.
You're the haters on, baby.
On the show, you mean?
On the show.
Not
On the show, yeah.
that you know anything about off the show.
No inside sources here.
Off the show, he might have had, who knows? It could have been every day. It could have been twice a day for all I know. But
we're not
the
ruling
show,
it out.
nobody sucked Mac's dick.
We're not ruling it out, Colby. Last night he was with Rush and the producer of the Ryan and Rush show.
Oh, God,
I mean,
no.
not ruling anything out. We don't know.
Fake news.
Interesting. What really happens in the Mormon church? No, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry if you're Mormon and listening to this. I'm just saying I don't know. Guys, you guys held it down fine, though. I mean, people were DMing me. Some are saying we don't even need me on the show, so fuck it. Can I retire and just capitalize off you guys?
No, I am glad that you're back. I am glad to go back to chair number 2. And glad to have you back. And cheers to you. Congrats on being a good father. And welcome back to the show. And I'll let you drive the ship now. And I'll stay in the pilot's seat.
I'm also glad to go back to my producer role and give out 8 picks on a Saturday as well.
I'm just glad to be here, guys.
We're happy to have you, Matt.
Me too. I'm glad to be here too. I thought about doing last night's show, to tell you the truth. I thought about it.
Colby, one more thing before I do go behind the scenes. Did you see the betting odds graphic that was put out this week?
I did.
It was Saturday or the Saturday night show. So Friday night, a lot of people had fun. Are you willing to confirm that betting market, or is the betting market still open?
I mean, I can tell you what his name is, but I mean, I unfortunately, I enjoyed the creativity, but I thought, you guys should know me better than that. But no, I'm joking. It was great. But my son's name is White Tiger. All right. So you guys got to know White Tiger ain't fucking around. He watched Duke Carolina in his first day home from the hospital. All right. And at the hospital, I did find some TMZ games. So White Tiger is deep into college basketball already, 5 days old. Let's go.
What was the first college basketball game that White Tiger watched?
White Tiger watched the entire Duke Carolina game. Now he caught other bits. People were coming in, stabbing, shitting him, checking his fucking hearing, checking his hearing. I mean, you know how they stick that shit in you and you're trying to hear stuff. They're checking your feet, doing that shit where they draw a line down your foot, make sure you got reactions. All right. I had a couple games on in the middle of that, but I'm not going to say that that's his first game. He got Duke Carolina, and believe it or not, he happened to catch Crocodile Dundee this morning. So I mean, he's already off to a fucking great start. He's already off to a great start.
Daddy Dundee's already taken care of it.
White Tiger has already big dick energy. He's out there. Don't be confused. All right, he's out there in the streets. Watch out for White Tiger. One
final thing. When does White Tiger get his first God's Eye appearance? Because we need God's Eye to watch over White Tiger as well.
That is true. And to see, and by the way, did you guys, Kirk Herbstreit's tweet cracked me up. I don't know if you saw him going at it saying, I watch more college football than anybody in America, right? Which I'm not even saying that I do, but it was fucking hilarious. He's arguing with these Florida State fans, and I'm like, what are you talking about, Kirk? You do the Thursday night NFL game where there's college football games on. You do the Saturday night primetime college football game where there's a shit ton of college football games on. But then he replied to one of those people saying, I got 5 TVs and I watch 5 games in the morning, I call a game at night, and I watch the 3 final games. And I'm like, that's like 9 games all day. Motherfucker, we got an 11 TV setup. We got an 11 TV setup just for the noon games. Come over to SGPN Studios. All right. But I did enjoy that. That's a strong bold. That's a bold take there. I watch the most in the nation.
He only watches top 25 games. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Two quick questions, just so we can put a bow on White Tiger. Is it TYGA?
It is.
Awesome.
It is. Yes.
And is there like a
and it's WHYTE.
Excellent. And is there like a shorter version, like, hey, WT, what are you doing over there? What's the short version of White Tiger?
Yeah, I need to work on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for that one, but I will talk to my wife after the show. My mother's here also. We've already been drawing shit up for White Tiger. So I mean, White Tiger is really. I'm telling you, I can't wait to show you what we have planned for White Tiger.
I can only imagine.
Is his crib gonna have? So it's painted white with black stripes, I assume.
Well, I mean, you'll have to wait and see, because we have some great stuff. White Tiger is going to dominate planet Earth.
I would assume that his crib would be like a football stadium. Is what I would assume.
100%. We have some apparel.
Don't rip that motherfucker off.
We have some apparel that White Tiger will be promoting via SGPN soon.
That's legit.
And just watch out, White Tiger. I'm telling you, man. He's
out of the scene.
Smash. So yeah, he's smashing. That's really what he did in the womb. He smashed and got out of there a week early. He's supposed to be due tomorrow. So let's go, folks. Let's talk about the games, though. Enough about me. I'm just a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? No idiot talk anymore. Let's dive into some of the idiot plays or recaps. First game on the slate was Ryder the Moving Company, and I don't know, I wasn't on the show last night, but if you check out the picks page, your boy Pick Done D did lock up the Moving Company. So they lost by 1 to the Gales. Shout out to Tommy B. Gave us $10. Appreciate you. White Tiger appreciates that. Your thoughts on Mac? What'd you do here? I wasn't on the show. Obviously, I didn't even get a chance to listen. My apologies. Yeah.
I took the Moving Company. I didn't bet it. So Iona was how much was Iona up in this game? So I was driving back from Morgantown.
They were up a decent amount. Amount.
22. Yeah. They've done this a couple games where they've just completely shit themselves down the stretch and almost gave away a game. The Moving Company, good comeback for a cover if anybody had them. So shout out to the Moving Company.
Yeah. And Cannabis, look, I mean, I can call you Matthew Duhasnish, right? Remember that song? Duhasnish. No. Dwoskin? Am I good?
Close enough. Duhaskin, close enough. Yeah, Cannabis.
It is like Duhasnish. It is Duhasnish. Duhaskin.
See,
Cannabis.
Okay. Growing up, I never heard that one. I did hear, my name does rhyme with part of the male anatomy. That I did hear all the time.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. That was like in elementary school. There was a guy named Tom Dinkleberry, not Dingle.
Oh,
and I was like, God damn it, he's just got no chance.
Move to Alaska, my
friend. Fucking acne all over his face. Had no fucking chance. Planet Earth is fucking cruel. Anyone that tells you otherwise doesn't know fucking Planet Earth, because that is fucking cruel. But yours not that. Yours. I understand yours. You know, you got maybe some slander there, but yeah. I feel like
it's part of growing up.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Makes you tough.
What'd you do in this game?
So I told Mac didn't bet, but I was on Ryder for this one.
There we go.
Nice backdoor cover here.
Yeah. I also did lock up, and I had a pretty fired day, of course.
Volumen Deportivo for 49 in Mexican money. Is it peso? What's the Mexican?
Pesos.
Yeah.
Pesos.
And 49 pesos. Shout out to you. Yeah. We appreciate
it.
How much is 49 pesos in American dollars?
I don't have the rate in front of me, but either way, I am grateful. What's his name? Volumen
Deportivo.
Hey, appreciate that, Volumen, and let me know where you're coming from in Mexico, man. We love Mexico. Shit, I'm gonna probably be there in a couple months. Let's go.
2 cents.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, it is whatever it is. I'm grateful. And just the fact you're in here with your energy, your positive energy, even if it's negative energy, we encourage that. Let's go. Appreciate you. Guys, I know this sounds cheap, but all you had was the picks page for my voice, but I had a pretty fired day. Of course, I didn't have a microphone in front of my face. So, whatever you want to say. Haters can talk that shit, but I was on the Ramblers of Loyola, Chicago, and Sister Jean as they got it done 76-63. You want a hot take here? I think Loyola might be able to win the A-10 this year.
I don't disagree. They're playing good ball. I thought maybe this could be a letdown. I didn't bet it, but I mean they are trending in the right direction. This is probably I guess Valentine did go to the NCAA tournament his first year when he took over that program, but 15-7, 7-2. When do they play Dayton? I'm curious. End of the
coming
month.
Up.
End of the month. Yeah, they're definitely in the hunt.
Yeah. Noah, were you on the
Yeah,
Ramblers?
I used basically your opinions that you've been giving out on the show that the Ramblers had been looking
Turning
better.
the corner.
Yeah,
You've seen it. They
easy to
look,
see a tide turn.
I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of it's easy to see a tide turn.
And the cocktail number.
Did I say those words?
Spit out a favorable number.
You forget about that part, don't you?
I do.
Yes,
I do forget about the long version.
It took me like 3 years to learn it, but anyway, continue.
The cocktail number, spit out a favorable number. I used your opinion on the team, and won some money on it. So thank you, Dundee.
Oh, appreciate you, man. My Venmo is at I'm joking. Cannabis, what'd you do? You live in Chicago, aren't you? Aren't you a Chicago guy?
I am a Chicago guy, which means I can't bet these games.
Oh, that stupid ass rule. Yeah.
Yep.
Please. What if you go on the fucking boat? If you're on the boat and you go about 200 yards out, can you fire away a bet?
I don't believe I can. If it's within the state lines, I don't believe you can bet on Illinois college basketball teams or college teams at all.
You can murder like 75 people in Chicago and not get caught, but
correct.
You place one. You can't place one fucking bet. You know what I mean?
Well, I can place
Valentine's Day
bets,
massacre shit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that sucks, but
I would have been unloyal for this one. Pretty easy cap.
Yeah, and shout out to the chat. Volumen said Chihuahua, Mexico, down here by El Paso. Ben spent a lot of time in El Paso. Haven't been in Chihuahua, but I wouldn't turn that down. Appreciate you. I might and look, White Tiger to go to ECU minus 5,000. Those are the odds for White Tiger to end up in Greenville. Purdue 75, Wisconsin 69. I did not bet this game, but I did take Wisconsin, which was a terrible play by me, as the Boilermakers boil it up. Zach Edey went for 18 and 13. What's up, Mac?
Yeah, this was my pick, man. I mean, I got Wisconsin winning the Big Ten. They had to get this game. They couldn't lose to Purdue at home because they're probably not going to win in West Lafayette. Tough. If you got Wisconsin to win the Big Ten, this was a tough week. I was on Nebraska earlier in the week. I thought they would bounce back here, but every time Wisconsin would crawl close enough, fucking Lance Jones would just hit a big time three or Braden Smith. They just did produce better than they were the last couple of years, and not because of Edey. I mean, Edey's the same. Edey's constant.
Yeah, no, I mean, this really wasn't like an Edey. Like he kind of compiled his way to a decent day. It wasn't like an Edey like smash game. Yeah, no, it was the supporting cast that did in Wisconsin, that did in Wisco today, sadly.
Might be rest in peace to my Staples future.
I think it's cooked. I think it's cooked, buddy.
I was looking at the Badgers go down.
No, it's okay because I was buying into it too, man. Buying into it too, but it's okay. Don't worry. Purdue will make it to the round of 32 and lose.
You know who's sitting pretty though? The guy that on the show has given out all of Purdue, Wisconsin, and Illinois. I mean, 2 losses for Purdue in conference, Wisconsin 3, Illinois 3. Great prices all the way around. I mean, preseason, why was Purdue plus 200 to win this conference?
We gave it out.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
I gave it out on the preview show for the conference. And I think Matthew hit this one great. It wasn't even like a true Zach Edey dominates game. And I feel like Purdue just has gotten media fatigue at this point now. Like everybody kind of hates covering on them because it's still the same team from last year. But this was kind of like the dad playing ball with his son, stiff arm, like on the head, keeping away at distance in the entire second half. That was my takeaway from this one. Like Wisconsin didn't even play that bad, in my opinion. They didn't hit shots, but they were not outmatched. They just didn't hit shots. That was
3 for 19 from 3. You're not going to beat Purdue that way.
No, you're not. That's a good call.
I asked Noah this the other night. He said Purdue, obviously. He loves Purdue. Who's better, Purdue or UConn?
UConn.
Yeah, I agree.
UConn. Yeah. They have athletes. You know what I mean? That's the difference to me. And Dan Hurley can bitch his way to any call in America.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Hurley. You need Dan Hurley when you like he should be your lawyer. You know what I mean? Like you need Dan Hurley. You know what I mean? Like, and their team's more talented, in my opinion. I would take UConn, and I would actually lay. If it's in March, I'll lay 8.5 with UConn. Where are we at next here? Oh, dude. Let me tell you, White Tiger got to check out this game. White Tiger got introduced to SoCon basketball with the fucking banger. Even though I lost money, I did pick Furman. I did eat shit here, but whew, this game was insane. This game was awesome. UNC Greensboro 89, Furman 87. Furman misses 2 free throws to send the game to overtime. Under a second left. I lost money. It's okay.
I made money.
Oh, there you go.
Greensboro?
Yeah, I did. Plus a 3.5. Did not sprinkle the money line. Should have.
Dude, who cares? Like to me, I'm okay with losing a game like this because this game was fucking insane.
Yeah.
This was like back and forth. I actually think Greensboro was the better team. They kind of dictated the pace of the game, at least late. But man, they had it should be an overtime in my opinion. Should be an overtime. Get your shit together, Furman. But what a game, Mac. What'd you do here, man?
I was with you on Furman. I'm pretty much almost autoplay on Furman at home, just with Bob Ritchie there and the track record. I love both these teams, and shout out to the SoCon for playing on Sunday. I put out a tweet today with 6 or 7 games just buried, and nobody got to watch any of those games. Whether it was Indiana State, Drake, VCU, Richmond, Eastern Washington, Montana. Man, get these games on Sunday so everybody could see how
or
good
Monday
Greensboro is.
or Monday,
or Friday, yeah, man. So I was glad that this got its due and got on ESPN 2, I think the game was on. So great win for Greensboro. Great league. I love the SoCon.
The SoCon's awesome.
It's so fun.
A ton of fun. Like to me, it's. I used to, and maybe this is hipster college basketball talk here, but like in the 90s and early 2000s, I was like all Missouri Valley. Now I'm still Missouri Valley. I feel like it's still one that I rep heavy, but as a mid-major that I would go out of my way to watch every game. But like over the past 10, 12 years, man, SoCon has been such a fucking blast to watch. I think it's one of the more underrated mid-major conferences. Some of those years, man, I really believe they should have got 2 teams in. Like, it's always like a 1-bid league, and you're sitting there like, damn, they're a really good conference. But
Colby, but do you agree with my point? If they played on Friday and Sundays and people got to see them play, actually get the eye test on these teams, Missouri Valley.
How stupid is, like, as much as I love college sports in general, I think college sports is better than pro sports. I would argue that all day, but they have no leadership. Now, at the same time, the lack of leadership in a way, I think, does preserve the game on all levels for all sports. But if we're going to let TV execs rule this sport, which is clearly what's happening, they're talking about doing a 96 team fucking tournament. And Greg Sankey, the most powerful person in college athletics, is behind this thing. So it wouldn't shock me if this ends up happening, even though I think it's absolutely fucking stupid. Why can't we just figure this out here? I mean, I don't even understand like athletic directors that are like, yep. Athletic director of St. Peter's or whatever, whatever, UC Cal Poly, you're sitting there saying, yeah, we're going to Saturday. Let's play on Saturday. Right. As every other Duke, Carolina.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and Chad's point about the arenas getting filled, that doesn't outweigh the fucking money from the TV.
That's what I'm saying. Clearly that's an old model. Yes. I mean, I get Chad's point, but I'm saying like back in the 70s, that's 100%, or the 80s. Yeah. But ever since TV monies came in, there's a reason why USC and UCLA everyone wanted them. No one goes to their fucking game. I mean, USC's got a little decent crowd, but I'm saying like UCLA, it has nothing to do with, tickets sold in the stands, in my opinion. It's all about, and you've seen that I could go deeper on that too. Like, the Miami Hurricanes, if the ACC folded today, the SEC and Big Ten would fight over Miami. Why? Yeah. Because they have a good football history, but no one goes to their fucking games. We could go on and on and on, but anyway, I just don't understand. If you're gonna have TV execs in charge, which they clearly are, Rutgers and UCLA are in the same conference this time next year. Stupid, but then fucking organize it right. Give us. I don't know. It's the same with Major League Baseball to me. Mm-hmm. Like you're in the summer. I'm not even I prefer college baseball over the MLB, but you're just in the summer. You're just like I gotta consume whatever I can get sports wise. They put like all their Tuesday games on at like the same time. It's like, play the whole league at 4:00, Pacific time. And it's like, why would you? Your sport has been suffering from a view standpoint since like the 80s. Why would you not just do a triple header every fucking day? You play 162 fucking games.
Yep.
Every team. Agreed. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. They're using this outdated model, and their sport suffers for it. And I believe college basketball does suffer for it. I think college basketball 100%. Would be way more, viewed, or, I think there'd be more money and more eyeballs on college basketball if they did it better. Anyway, and that's why I want to bring up Wright State, because they should be on national fucking TV.
Horizon League, absolutely.
Game. I was on Wright State today, and I am still, Mac. I was thinking about this. I was watching this game with White. I was watching I was watching this with White Tiger, and I thought, there's no way we shouldn't. We got to get a future on Wright State. I think they could win. I still think they could win this conference. I think they could win this conference, dude. Yes. White Tiger agrees with me, and I think we go in heavy on the Raiders. I got to look at the value. I haven't had a chance yet, man. I had to feed White Tiger, but after that, they dominated. I mean, they got it done. I mean, they were up at halftime. They were up majority of the game. Who'd you take on this one, Mac?
I locked Wright State. I couldn't help myself. I think if everybody goes back and watched the show last night, it was like 5. It was one of those marathon episodes, back-to-back Big 12 and college basketball. And it was like 5:00 in the morning. I just put my head down. I'm like, I'm going to go back to the well and take this roller coaster, because I know it is. They dominated early. They gave up the lead, and then they were up 15. I'm like, this team is so crazy. They, like you said, they got veterans. They're old. They make shots, but they just are so inconsistent.
Yeah.
But I guess I got the win finally.
Noah, were you on those Raiders?
No, I'm here to deliver your price that you asked for.
Oh, thank you. White Tiger appreciates.
Yeah, so FanDuel currently has Wright State as the betting favorite, but the market needs some correction, especially with BetMGM, currently third in the market, plus 400. FanDuel has them plus 210 to win it. So they've obviously updated their price after today's game. Wright State plus 400 on BetMGM currently is behind Oakland, the odds-on favorite to win it, plus 170. Oakland on FanDuel is plus 380. And then the second favorite here in the horizon is Youngstown State plus 225. They're plus 250 on FanDuel.
Where's Cleveland State out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Cleveland State is 20-1 on MGM, 19-1 on FanDuel, 10-1 on BetRivers.
I mean,
the fuck is that?
Okay.
Worth a sprinkle.
Yeah,
they're not a horrible team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cannabis Capper. Matthew Duhasnish. What'd you do in this one?
Honestly, this was a stay away from me. I have eaten shit on more Wright State lines this year than just about any other team. They're my kryptonite. I can't figure them out for anything, especially on the road. This was a stay away. If I had gun to my head, if I was going to bet, I probably would have bet Northern Kentucky, and I would have eaten shit on this. So this was an eat shit spot for me, so I stayed away from it. I did not want to eat shit for lunch today.
Yeah, that's always a good plan, not to eat shit for lunch. But Matthew Dwaskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper, folks, if you didn't know, he's pumping out great fucking content for SGPN. Just did a great article I read the other day about if you're new to online poker.
You read? Okay.
I was in the fucking hospital. You know what you do when you're in the hospital? You look for anything to read.
You look for you're on your phone looking for whatever you can. I appreciate the shout out. Yeah.
I fucking read the back of a Dove soap fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Those are the stories that I want to hear.
I mean, first off, getting cell service especially when you go deep, close to I feel like if you get like a room on the wings, you know what I mean? You can get some cell service. If you're in the middle of a hospital, you ain't getting cell phone service. So I was reading everything. I mean, random magazines. They're all trash. They're all fucking trash. But
Anyway, I guess the cell service point makes sense. But I mean, Mac, he's explaining all these things that he did, and he didn't watch a show.
No,
Yeah.
I understand it. You got to step away from the situation. You know,
Yeah.
He came back fresher than ever. Now he's ready to go for the stretch run.
I did
pull the
get
cord on the
messages-
lawnmower.
I did get messages regarding your slander towards my St. John's play, which I think personally, I think personally, I mean, I'm sitting fucking pretty right now.
So here's my
Oh
take.
God.
Wouldn't be a bad live bet. I don't think they're passing UConn, but their schedule coming.
No. But but wasn't our play the top 5?
Top four.
Well,
See how he tried to squeak in a top 5.
Dude, they're looking perfect right now. Are you kidding me?
That's 5 out of 6.
I mean, they got robbed in 2 of those. But
I
can we
can't
talk about
believe
this
he
for a
just
second?
Tried that.
Hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's really.
Here he
I thought
goes.
I've had a lot. I've had a lot of time sitting there to think about this. Me and White Tiger we're having a conversation about this, and they're the only team left that gets to play DePaul and Georgetown twice.
Correct.
They're gonna finish in the top 4, man. That's what I'm
This
saying.
is the
Like right
easy
now they're
narrative.
tied. Right now they're tied for what? I think 6th, right? They're tied for 6th.
They're tied
And-
for 3rd to last.
Well,
I think third to last.
it depends how you look at it, because every other record's the same. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're looking from an alphabetical standpoint, jackass, then maybe it will say that. But dude, they're in a great fucking spot. They're 5 games back, and you're telling me you get Georgetown twice, DePaul twice? Fuck you. They're gonna finish 3rd. All right, let's go.
And next up, I think we should talk about how many bids the ACC's gonna get.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Again, please.
No.
No.
Colby, we spent 20 minutes on the show last night on that.
Because,
Yeah?
and everybody's asking why all of a
God.
sudden I'm bringing it up, because there's other shows out there that have corporate money behind it that are pushing this ACC shit again, and I'm fucking fighting it for the next month. So I'm just getting everybody ahead of time.
Okay.
I'm not
Just look at
fucking-
the,
I don't have corporate money against me or backing me.
neither
No,
do
you-
I,
you-
and I think
you-
I agree with Noah.
Last night. You were in the way last night, and I
you.
took it out on you.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to Noah Bieniek. You took it like a champ, and you didn't fight back, even though you were on the wrong side.
No, he's not.
I'm not talking about this right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I have a month to
I
talk
will.
about how
Good
much
move.
I will.
sucks outside of Duke.
Okay. Fair.
Look, I brought it up. They brought me in the delivery room, and White Tiger was about to come in, and I was like, "What do you think of Slick Rick? You think he's got this? Hey Doc, Patino's got this, right? Georgetown twice, DePaul twice. The rest got to play each other. We're fucking sitting pretty. We're sitting fucking pretty. Oh, it's a boy. No, I knew it was a boy. But all right. Next up, Mount St. Mary's 68, Siena 61. I did make a little magical cover here. I honestly thought when I tuned in at one point just to check this game, I was about to be super mad, but Siena covered for me. Why? Because I got the number ahead of time. If you got the closing number, you actually lost. Mac, what'd you do here?
I was with you. I got the early number. The Saints go marching in on Sundays. Now, on Friday nights, we're going to fade the shit out of them. I don't know what the hell they do during the week. They're smoking something different from Monday to Thursday because they're never ready to play on Friday nights. But the quick turn on Sunday, go to church in the morning, they're ready to go on these Sunday afternoon games. Let's go.
Yeah. Capper, what'd you do here with the St. Bernards and Mount St. Mary's?
I was on Siena for this, and I barely got the cover. I think it was I got the hook. I think just barely.
Yeah.
So right size, right shape today.
Yeah, I didn't bet this game, but I did take IPFW as they got it done against Youngstown.
Money line smash.
Oh, there we go.
Capper.
There we go. I'll play a little music for you. Let's go.
This was the game. This is the game for IPFW to get right. It really was. If they didn't show up for this game, they're not going to be showing up for the rest of the season. They're way too good to be as bad as they've been recently. So yeah, I was big on IPFW, and they came through for me at home. Smash.
Yeah, Mac, who'd you take here?
I ended up going Fort Wayne. Actually, no, I think I ended up going Youngstown, but I was indifferent on it. I could see it going either way. I didn't think Youngstown or Fort Wayne was going to win. Fort Wayne's an interesting team because they got off to that non-con start and then they lost 5-6 in a row. Now back to 2 out of 3 wins. Maybe they just hit the wall a little bit in January like UConn did last year. I'm not saying Fort Wayne's UConn, everybody. So don't say I'm comparing the two. But
how can you compare Fort Wayne to UConn?
Yeah.
I know everybody in the fucking chat. Max fucking drunk. He's fucking comparing Fort Wayne to UConn Huskies. No.
Look, if you want to compare a team to UConn, we can start with. I mean, Tristan Newton is a perfect segue into that. But I mean, anyway, if you want to do, should we do 10 minutes on why ECU and UConn are very similar?
My bottom line to put a bow on my point is sometimes these teams hit a wall in January and then they find it again in February into March. So maybe Fort Wayne's that team in the horizon, not on the national stage.
So Colby, how many times has White Tiger listened to that song?
Dude, I kept that on repeat on the way back from the hospital. And let me tell you, it was in pouring rain in LA.
I assume you played that for him when he was in the womb.
Yeah, well, he definitely heard that in the womb. But like I said, internet reception was a little bit of a bitch. Didn't come prepared with my I was trying to put together a live band to cover it. You know what I mean? They have the piano bar down there. Yeah, I mean, my wife loves the saxophone on that, so it's
How
just
can you not?
Yeah, it's studies say that is a complete panty dropper. And this isn't my study. This is look at that. Holy shit. Studies say that that's a panty dropper. YouTube.com/the college experience. Get on over there. Whew. Hey, I mean, who's doing this artwork over there? We got fucking Picasso doing our artwork over there at SGPN. Check it out. YouTube.com/the college experience.
That purple is absolute fire.
We should put a poll out. What's a bigger upgrade? Me to Colby with the host, or my soundboard versus Colby's soundboard?
Soundboard.
What's everybody more excited to have back?
Soundboard.
Yeah.
Soundboard.
Or
I'm just a dumb personality. I'm just a fucking dumb personality. You want to compare something to UConn?
Yeah. The soundboard is UConn.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah. That is very true. As
night possessive music at 6 o'clock.
Well, I don't get.
All right, where the fuck are we at here? The Aqueduct is a fucking machine. The chat was talking about us. Chat was saying, "What a bunch of fucking idiots! They never think the Aqueduct Quinnipiac's any good." And I got to give the chat a little credit because they're fucking 18-4.
I know it. Hate them.
I still think they're the most fraudulent 18-4 team. But I mean, at what point do I just sit there and say, "Hey, go Aqueduct"? You know what I mean? Like, let's White Tiger. I got to talk to White Tiger about it, fucking Quinnipiac. But Mac, what'd you do here? I actually took the points, and I mean, I didn't bet this, but I did eat shit on this pick. Your thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. So the Quinnipiac, the Aqueduct, South Florida, South Carolina, Green Bay, and maybe there's another. I keep doubling down that they're going to come back to earth, and none of them come back to earth ever. It's incredible how many games these teams just keep covering. Fucking the Aqueduct, they're going to go on a cold streak. I can't see them going 24-4. This is the fucking Quinnipiac we're talking about. But hey, hats off to them. They're fucking
You're winning games. I'm just an idiot on a microphone. Now I am an idiot on the microphone that might fade them in the conference tournament, but at the same time, hey.
Oh, auto fade in the conference tournament. I can't wait to bet against them in the conference tournament.
Yes, 100%. Who'd you take in this game, man?
I would have been. I did not bet it. I would have been on Quinnipiac if I did.
There you go. I did bet this one though because my Red Foxes are always going to shut down whoever comes in.
Hell yeah.
Whoever comes in to, what the hell is it? The McCann. Shout out to Bob McCann, former Washington Bullet power forward. It is not named after him. However, the McCann Arena as the Red Foxes get it done. 63-52. Get your little peacock bullshit out of here.
Easy cover. Easy win.
Easy cover, even though they were down 2 at halftime. I am with you. I am with you because this defense, man. How about this Red Fox defense? Who's running this defense? They got fucking, this is like the 85 Bears. They're just dominating here. Held them at 52 points. Mac, did you take St. Peter's, you crazy bastard? Did you take St. Peter's?
I think
come
I
on.
leaned there. It was a lean. You know, we talk about leans all the time. I did not bet it. You know, I did. This was not an official lock, so I did not lose money. But yeah, I didn't have a good feel here. Glad I stayed away. I would have been wrong.
Well, it seems like Cannabis here was with me too. Cannabis. Matthew Cannabis, Matthew Duhashnish. Why should we buy a future on Marist to go to the Sweet 16?
Well, that escalated.
He wasn't prepared for that.
I was never. Honestly, if you asked me to bet on like what question was going to come out of your mouth, that would not have been the question that I thought was coming.
Well, this defense, look, the they got the pack line defense with Tony Bennett. It's clearly bullshit compared to this Red Fox defense. I don't know. White Tiger told me I should place a little future on the Red Foxes to get it done. But
getting to the Sweet 16. Let's see if they make the tournament first, and then we can worry about the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Well, you sound better when you say that now, and that happens. And look, if they don't make the tournament,
clip it later if it comes through.
And
nobody's going to remember.
If they don't make the tournament, if they don't make the tournament, no one remembers Marist. All right? No. I mean, who knows? How many human beings know what Marist is? Not many. I feel like there's some of their enrollment that don't even know what it is. So,
100 in the chat.
The MAAC has about as much NCAA tournament success as the Big Ten over the last couple of years. Elite Eight a couple years ago. When's the last time the Big Ten made an Elite Eight?
The Big Ten advanced 4 teams to the second round of the tournament last year.
The timeout, Elite Eight.
Which was just the exact amount as the Big 12.
We had 2 in the Elite Eight. What are you talking about? I said the Elite Eight, and now you're freaking picking and choosing your agenda over here.
Second round. You might have had 4 get to the Sweet 16, but we both had 4 go to the second round.
The only reason we didn't have a Final Four is because Bill Self had a heart attack. He had to sit out last year.
Oh man, don't promote. Don't get Kansas fans on your fucking side. All right?
Oh, dude, they won the game of the year for me. I like Kansas.
Side. I liked them on Saturday too.
Yeah,
they treated us well that day.
I've been saying Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk for about 24 hours. It ends tomorrow night though. Stay tuned.
Preview.
You know what ends tomorrow night? Well, no, this probably ended a couple years ago. IUPUI's basketball program, because they got drilled by Milwaukee by 20. They're horrible. Nice win for the Panthers. I'm not even going to ask if you guys were on this fucking. I mean, did any of you guys bet this game?
No, I said I can't do this. I have to take a break from Detroit, the hospital. I know you got to see plenty of the hospital while you were at the hospital, and Ooey Pooey, but they have a Valentine's date here in 9 days. So Ooey Pooey, Detroit, February the 14th. Save your calendars, baby. Tell the wife we're watching that, baby.
There you go. Fuck the Notebook. You know what I mean? Get out of here. Just fucking tune into that thing, right? So I can't believe I lost this bet. Had a solid 100 American on the Temple Owls +10, and a game goes to overtime, and I lose by 12 points. I still had a good day, so I can't bitch too much. But come on, get the fuck out of here with this. Green Wave 92, Temple 80, unbelievable loss.
That's terrific.
Unbelievable loss. Mac, did you bet this, Mac?
Yeah, it's fucking Temple, man. They've done this multiple. They have not done it to this extent.
Lose by 12 in overtime.
Yeah, they have not done this. When they hit the 3 to tie it, I'm like, oh my god, this is the kind of team that would blow a 10-point cover in overtime, and they actually did it. It's embarrassing that that was going through my mind when they tied the game with 5 seconds. I'm like, no, don't make that because you may lose by 12 in overtime. And the motherfuckers actually lost by 12. Is this the first double-digit dog that's lost in overtime all year?
No, I got burned on one earlier this year. December, I think.
There was one. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I don't remember that game. Vaguely. I can't remember the teams though.
I mean, what a fucking brutal beat! Shout out to L. Ron Hunter that got the Battlefield Earth win there in New Orleans. Did you bet this game, Cannabis?
Did not. No. Temple is another team that I've lost ones of dollars on this year, and I did not want to eat shit again on Sunday. Yeah, I try not to eat shit on Sundays. Wright State and Temple are two teams that have caused me to eat shit this year, so I stayed away.
Kepper,
it's easy to see a tide turn.
Don't they cover the entire game usually, and then they give it right away at the end almost every other game?
Typically, yes.
Yes, they're brutal. Yeah. They're fucking brutal. This was a whole different level, though.
Yeah, this is new.
This is the point, though, where I caught fire. I caught fire here. I did take the gigantic number. What was it? 15.5, 16? I don't even fucking remember. South Dakota was taking on South Dakota State. Rivalry game. You can't just throw away that many fucking points. You can't.
Nope.
Get the fuck out of here. They almost won it outright. Jackrabbits 70, Coyotes 67.
They're up at they're leading at the half.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this line was insane. Who do they think they're on? They got Broadway Joe on the team? What's going on here? Mac, what'd you do in this one, buddy?
I stayed away. I should have went with the Coyotes, but the line scared me. I was like, why is this 15.5? Is the Coyotes about to walk into an absolute buzzsaw? Shout out to Rush. Rush locked up the Coyotes. This was easy for him. Almost won outright.
Yeah, man. That was just a pretty easy play, I feel like. And the easy plays kind of continued because Villanova. Well, wrong music.
Finally,
Villanova 68, Providence 50. It's like a quadruple log. I feel like everyone in game.
Oh yeah.
There was a paramedic coming in with some guy who was on his deathbed, and he passed by and he was like, Villanova minus the points, and I jumped on it. Everyone jumped on it. Mac, your thoughts on this much needed win for the Wildcats?
Yeah, the guy on the deathbed, he was like, they're similar to their season's similar to me right now. About to fucking go down in flames. But shout out to Villanova, man. They needed that win in the worst way. They do have some big time non-conference wins that they got in what was it? Bahamas against Carolina, against Texas Tech. They got to find fire though here in February because losers of 6 out of 7, 5 in a row before this. They've dug themselves a hole, but there's still time for Villanova to get back to the dance. Noah?
I have a question. UConn did almost the exact same thing last year. Not really a question, just a statement.
Yeah.
Does Villanova have the upset of the Huskies?
Question mark.
You know the problem though is Kyle Neptune can't milk a ref out of 30 points. You know what I mean?
We also kind of said that about Hurley last year.
That he can milk a ref out of 30 points? No. He could. He did that at Rhode Island. He did that at UConn.
I assumed you were saying that.
They have the horses, man. They got vets.
They do.
Like the roster. Neptune needs to get this fucking team to the tournament. They should not be on the bubble. This should be a multiple win NCAA tournament team. What they did in the portal. So they need to turn it on. You do make a good point, Noah.
For what it's worth, I'll backtrack a little bit from my exaggeration. They lost to Penn, St. Joe's, Drexel in non-conference. So UConn was flawless in the non-con last year.
Matthew, were you with us on this one?
Villanova was the largest bet I placed today. It paid for my lunch. So not only did I not eat shit on Sunday, I ate lunch because of my Villanova bet. So
there you go.
So a fucking nice steak and some ramen noodles.
Fucking, to quote the great Barry Switzer, I ate his ass for lunch. All right, that's a great. He didn't mean to say that, but he said that. Research that one. Thank me later. UAB cashes against SMU.
Easy money.
I mean, I actually thought they were alive to win the game. Sprinkled a little bit there, so I didn't win as much as I traditionally would. But still, hit that. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to Daquan the Great. Glad to be back. Mac, your thoughts on the SMU Mustangs and potentially them winning the AAC?
I'm not that high on SMU. I think I'm at it. SMU and Memphis are kind of similar to me in terms of I just think that they're not well coached enough to win the big games coming down the stretch here. I love Andy Kennedy. Everybody knows that. I think his team has gotten better and better. They had got the big win at North Texas. They were right here. They blew a 13-point lead. I think UAB could win the conference tournament.
Yeah.
In the first year. I think they have enough guys and there's enough variance where they're so up and down. If they
That's going to be a fun ass conference tournament, man.
It's going to be a wild conference tournament.
That's going to be a fun ass conference tournament.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Memphis is going to need to play with a fire under their ass because I don't think they're getting in that large at this point.
No.
So
yeah.
that one's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Cannabis. You were on the Blazers, I take it?
I was on the Blazers. Yeah. Easy money. Set plus 7.5. Yeah, I had a feeling this is going to be like a one possession game. Turns out it was.
Yes.
There we go. Right there. And then my final bet of the evening was Nebraska in the points. And damn, they almost won it outright, but they lost in overtime 87-84 to the Fighting Illini as got to give it to Illinois in a way. I mean, even though I thought, I don't know, like I still don't know that I buy into this Illini team, but they got it done. Nebraska covers. Mac, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, and my where's my one guy that's always tweeting at me about stop spreading Tominaga? The fucking guy went for 30 tonight in Champaign. Tominaga's good. He had a couple off nights, but shout out to Illinois finding a way to get this thing done. They almost gave this game away. They were down for a majority of it. 8-3 in league play. What do you think they're going to be in the March, Colby? 3 or 4 seed? Maybe 2 seed?
Fade them.
Yeah.
Fade them.
Yeah.
Always fade the UVI and always fade the Big Ten in the tournament.
Yeah.
I know you're in Chicago there. Any chance you placed a wager on the Fighting Illini? Oh, no, you can't,
did not.
Right?
I did not.
Right? We already went through this.
If I did, I would have been on U of I and I would have lost money. So thank you, JB Pritzker, for not costing me money on this game.
There you go. And then the final game on the
Hold
evening
on,
was
Colby. Matthew, where does your fan allegiance reside in Chicago? You got DePaul, Northwestern, Illinois. What's
you're a RuPaul
Okay.
fan?
I am actually a huge DePaul fan. Believe it or not, I went to Columbia. I went to Columbia College and we did a shared dorm with DePaul when I was there. And one of my good friends, his roommates were Quentin Richardson and Paul McPherson.
That's awesome. And
so we would play like NBA Live in the dorm, and they'd be like putting themselves into the game. I'm like, guys, you're going to be in this game in like 2 years.
So wait, what are they doing here this offseason? Man, I remember them back in the day. They were nasty.
They were.
And ever since I feel like since 2000, they've been kind of, or maybe 2005, maybe
before that. Ever since Joey Meyer left, they've been rough.
I mean, I know they went. Who was the UVA coach they got? They brought in. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Yeah. And I mean, they're talking Bob Hurley. He's not going to come to DePaul. Yeah. No one should. I mean, if you're at IUPUI, you hire Bob Hurley. But I mean, they really need to stop doing. They keep going for the assistant hire. They need to go out and just land somebody that's just
the hires. I don't know why they do. They bring in these like veteran coaches every time. These like 50, 60-year-old guys. We need some like new like when they were great. Ray Meyer, Joey Meyer, guys who were both young when they first started. They need youth.
They won't do this, but they should hire Jared Gillian.
I can see they won't do it because it makes sense.
I know. They'll watch. They're gonna hire Bobby Hurley or some. They're
gonna find some 50-year-old coach that's been a lifetime assistant. And they're just gonna bring him. That's what they always do.
I know.
Matt,
who do you think they're gonna get?
I don't know. I don't know if they could pull it off. It is controversial. Bob Huggins.
No way.
I think not in Chicago.
In the Big East with all those other legendary coaches, get it going in the right direction. 2-3 years.
I would love it.
I
would love it, but there's no way they bring in. There's no way they bring Bob Huggins to DePaul.
I could see Chris Mack before Bob Huggins.
Colby, he did talk to Hugs Saturday. I
he
don't.
looks great. He looks great. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that'd
that's
be a home run
crazy. By
hire.
the way, good for him.
Yeah, he would.
No,
that'd be a home
I think to
run hire.
take that Hugs case right now, you gotta have a fuck you mentality. And DePaul is
has
like,
never had a
that's
fuck you
what I'm
mentality.
saying. You know, like who can hire Hugs is like a Texas school. You know what I mean? Like I could see someone in the state of Texas.
When Chris Beard leaves, maybe Hugs goes to Ole Miss.
He'd be great at Ole Miss too.
He would be great. He'd be amazing at Ole Miss.
He's gonna
I would
coach.
love him.
Yeah,
He's gonna coach again. He wants to coach again. He looks great. I just think DePaul would be great in terms of get that program going in the right direction, back in the Big East, bring that brand of basketball back to Chicago.
Can I ask you something though, Mac? D'Antoni for Marshall is old, and I think they're getting a little stale. Would he ever fuck over them and take the Marshall gig?
I don't think so. It is between Morgantown.
That would be so great for the fucking sport, dude.
I would
that
tell
would be
him,
so great for the fucking sport.
Marshall job, but
please take the Marshall job, please.
No, I don't know, man. I like the DePaul angle because nobody cares about DePaul. Bring back Hugs, get him back going in the right direction, get him back in the spotlight in the Big East with Pitino, Cooley. Who else? You got Hurley in that league. It'd be another legendary coach in a great league in the Big East. But DePaul does do things politically correct, so they probably wouldn't touch it. But if you want to sell out your fucking building, that's the one. You're number one.
So Matthew, what's your opinion? This is the guy that I want to throw into the ring.
Sure.
He coaches for a team right across the border. Shirts over at Indiana State. How about him? He's won everywhere he's been, and he's kind of climbed up the ranks through D2, now into D1.
How old is he?
He's young. I think
no way. Yeah,
mid or high 30s.
I would. That sounds like a smart move. So it's guaranteed DePaul will not make it. No, they're gonna find some 50, 60-year-old guy who is just going to occupy space for 5 years and then get fired. They've done that every time.
Okay, I said young, being that he's new to the game. He's 48.
Yeah,
but new to the NCAA.
Too young.
Like
no, too young for DePaul. No.
Yeah.
You got to be. We're looking. You have to have an ARP card to coach at DePaul. It's ridiculous.
Love the Tyron Corbin reference.
I want DePaul to be back though.
Me too, man. They were so nasty for so I don't even think most people realize how good they were for such a long period of time.
They were so much fun,
and now they're just fucking trash. But
they were so much. Even the Joey Meyer years were fun, and this is just misery.
Yeah. I would love to see them back doing the damn thing. Bring back your football program while you're at it, you cowards. Arizona 82. Stanford 71 for a minute there. It looked like Stanford might win this fucking game. I did take the Cards. I didn't bet this one, but shout out to those Wildcats coming back, and shout out to Stanford for getting that cover. Mac, what'd you do here?
I took we had to bet this because it was standalone. I took Arizona in the revenge. Just never had a fucking shot. They were down 12.5. Dude, the Huggers they're kind of a kryptonite for Arizona. They fucking make all these threes. I think they made 23s on New Year's Eve, and then tonight they had 10 at halftime. I was like, God damn, these fucking Huggers are fucking hot against the Wildcats.
Yeah, Bieniek, your thoughts on this one?
I won the lock battle here against Mac. I was doing another show while this game was going on, so I didn't catch any of it. But Thomas Pruitt, interesting comment. Hugs to Louisville? ? Matt.
I think it'd be perfect, but
he could be in the running.
They're probably
going to keep their coach.
They're probably going to go a more current high major coach that doesn't have the issues that Hugs had the last year.
If they haven't fired him by now, they're not gonna.
Who?
They got to fire him after the year, man.
I think they like him.
No,
no.
Like him all you want.
They got to fire him.
At the same time,
they might end up.
Why? No, exactly. Why is he still
there? Because the buyout. Might as well just wait till the end of the year.
We'll see. I don't think they make a move.
Dude, they're at a pivotal point. They're one of those. There's one of those teams on the edge of if this shit does happen, where they leave the NCAA.
Yeah, this is correct.
They need to get all those teams like Louisville and Pitt. need to have their shit together. You know what I mean? Like they need, because you got to fire them. Like to me, I don't even care if you got to fucking pay off shit for 20 fucking years. You're at this point where you need to have your programs rolling on basketball and football's front.
Muscleman or Beard? Muscleman or Beard did there, I think.
I could see what's his name too. Will Wade.
Will Wade
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dusty May, you got to think he's going to jump at one of these jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks, let's get to tomorrow's slate. But before we do that, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. What are you doing, folks? Looking for a super offer? Well, Super Bowl 58 is right around the corner, and DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use that promo code SGP. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting sports partner of Super Bowl 58 with the promo code SGP. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 age plus, varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL. They got NBA. They got NHL. They got college football. And you better believe they got college basketball. Simply pick higher or lower in your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in, people. You can win 100 times the amount of money you enter with some of their spicy plays. So what are you doing? Watch along, make picks, maybe make a little extra cash on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up, make sure you use our promo code TCESGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Once again, that's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Take a screenshot of you signing up. I don't even give a shit if you're using a Polaroid camera. Hit that thing. If you could throw that thing in a Coca-Cola bottle, throw it down in the ocean. Have this thing come around to the Pacific side. As long as I find this thing, you're in good hands, because we'll give you a brand new college basketball experience T-shirt. How about that? So do that. Promo code TCESGPN. Noah, you've been writing articles about this all season long. You're deep. You're on the deep webs, as George W. once said. What are we looking at for tomorrow?
I'm going to give you guys Kansas's 4-man, KJ Adams. I'm going to take the higher than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Adams. It's 8-2 in the last 10 games here. And look at the two games that since Jerome Tang got into the Little Apple, high scoring games. There was a 90-78 victory for Kansas, specifically in the loss at Kansas State inside the Akadana of Doom. Kansas lost 83-82. So I'm not even saying that the Jayhawks need to win this game, but he did have 23 in the stat combo here. Again, strong trend as of late, 8-2 in his last 10 games. They don't even need to win the game. I think it's going to be a high scoring matchup. Give me the higher than KJ Adams, 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Boom. Get on over to Underdog Fantasy. Use that promo code TCESGPN. There's a ton of great plays like that. So what the hell are you doing, folks? Underdog Fantasy. And remember, as always, to let it ride. All right. The Monday slate is here. Monday, February 5th.
Hold on, Colby. Game balls, baby.
Oh, yeah. My first game ball is Moneyline Mac and Noah Bieniek. Boom. I'm done with fucking game balls. Mic drop. Virtual mic drop. All right. How do I do this? Just fucking toss the fuck. How about that? Those guys held it down. I was sitting there in a hospital playing fucking tic-tac-toe on the old, phone because you couldn't get any service. You know, you ever play tic-tac-toe with yourself? It's a lot of fun. Mac, where are you going?
We'll go Boilermakers. Get it done. And that's a hard fucking building to win in. I think only Tennessee's got it done in there. That's as hard a place to win at in the country, especially in the Big Ten. So Boiler up, take control of the Big Ten once again.
Capper, what are we doing? Top game ball for you besides the Boilermakers. See, did we lose internet?
I think he's muted.
You muted?
Okay.
My game ball goes to IPFW. They needed that win. They got that win. It made me money. So thank you, IPFW.
Yes.
Game ball.
Well, that's one of the secret airports. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks the airport FIU.
Regional.
If you go in IPFW, you got yourself another airport. Great win by them. And just for show's sake, how about UNC Greensboro?
Good
Like
one.
I said, me and White Tiger watched that. White Tiger was very impressed with the Spartans going on the road in SoCon basketball. So, Mac, second game ball, where are you going?
So, real quick question. If he cries, is he not impressed? If there's no crying during the game, he is impressed. Did he cry while watching Duke?
No, he did a giggle during watching Duke, and that's the way I raised my fucking son. All right, you think he ever's gonna cheer for fucking Duke?
No,
Grayson Allen and any of those fucking private school pussies. Never will he do that. All right.
Don't let his uncle brainwash him.
Yeah. Unless we got a couple grand riding on the Blue Devils. But yeah. I mean, game ball right there. Mac, what's your second game ball?
Yeah, make sure he knows the emotional hedge. You can bet on Duke, but if they lose, it's good for society. Just like kids. But
there's a lot of it's like the Cowboys. Yeah.
Bet on them. Either way, you're gonna be happy. Little Chicago, the Ramblers. Get it done. Great win again. I mean, Valentine was not a dead man walking, but that seat was getting warm.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
He shut us up. So great job, Ramblers, and Sister Jean maybe dancing again. We'll see what happens here over the next month.
There you go. Cannabis Capper here, Matthew. Where are you going with your second and final game ball for the slate here?
My second, Marist.
Goddamn right.
I fucking love that IPFW and Marist are my two game balls. It's legit.
I saw Clark mentioning it's Rick Smith's alma mater. You remember Rick Smith's the Duncan Dutchman for the fucking Pacers? You know, I went on a deep dive of what he's doing. He races like snowmobiles for a living. I don't know what type of living you can make, but he's way cooler. Can you imagine a 7'4" fucking dude passing you by in a fucking snowmobile?
No, I've never seen a human that big in real life.
Dude,
not up close.
That's like Manute Bol. Rest in peace to the great Manute Bol. But Manute Bol was hit. A cab got into he was in a cab in Oakland on the freeway. And he got knocked out of the cab, out of the window. Can you imagine driving up the fucking freeway and a 7'7", just gigantic, skinny ass, super, super dark skin black dude just comes flying out of the fucking window. Could you imagine that's not real, right? You're thinking that's not real. Rest in peace to the great Manute Bol. He didn't die on that incident, by the way. He died later. Yeah. So I'm not super fucked up for saying that. Anyway,
Colby, do you know the story of Manute Bol's passport?
No. What happened?
His passport listed his height as 5'5" because that's how tall he was sitting in a chair because they didn't have a chart big enough to measure his actual how tall he was. So they made him sit in his chair.
Too, and he's a fucking great human being from what I understand.
Ugandan freedom fighter.
Helped out a fucking ton of people in fucking Sudan.
Oh, Sudan.
Right. Yes.
Sudanese freedom fighter. That's
Yes. And remember he fought fucking William the Refrigerator Perry, and they used to have that show where fucking old players would that shit was great. They need to bring that back. But yes, rest in peace to the great Manute Bol. But I'd still be fucking I just couldn't imagine being on the freeway and seeing it just he went like 30 feet or so, and he lived. He fucking lived. It's incredible.
Sky point for Manute. Yeah. Sky point for Manute.
Yes. Love Manute Bol. Next up, my final game ball. Sorry. I mean, I don't know whatever. My next game ball will be, give me Villanova. You needed it. All right. Give me them Wildcats. I mean, I don't know that you really deserve a game ball, but I mean, Slate wasn't super impressive. You won, and you like in the most desperate spot probably on the entire fucking board for today. So, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Now we're jumping into tomorrow's slate. We do start off with a banger. I dub, aka Incarnate Word. Heading. They might be 3-7 their last 10, but damn it, they're improved. And they're heading to the University Center in Hammond, Louisiana, to take on SELA, the Southeast Louisiana Lions. Huge win against McNeese State the other day. Great fucking letdown spot. Why are we not putting our entire paycheck and life savings on iDub in the Hammond University Center in Hammond, Louisiana? Mac?
Yeah, Mac. Why aren't you putting your entire pension on iDub?
We got to do it.
They're so bad, though. They're on the road.
We got to do it. We got to fucking do it, dude.
I also think that Southeast Louisiana is the second best team in this league, and yes, it is a letdown spot, but they're still only at 4-5 in league play, so they got to crawl back into this thing some more. So I'm laying it. I'm not betting it.
Oh my God, fading his own rules. All right, it's okay. Someone's got to go in there. You know what I mean? Someone's got to go in there, fight the good fight. I'll take it. Give me iDub. Who the fuck is SELA to be laying 7.5 points? You're still 9-13. You fucking act like Pistol Pete's still playing. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Cannabis?
I ride with Dundee. Let's go. iDub.
Let's go.
They need it.
That's what I'm saying. This is like handicapping 101. They just won the fucking Super Bowl, and now you got this iDub team that's been a laughing stock over the past few years. It's okay. Me and White Tiger might have a little parlay. And me, Cannabis Capper, and White Tiger. Oh my God.
All right, you talked me into it.
Oh, there we go.
Lock on iDub. I got FOMO.
Spinal.
Yes. Moneyline Mac. Cannabis Capper. White Tiger. Pick Dundee. We are going in. 8.5 point sprinkle. A little bit of that plus 280. Jimmy Larranaga, Bernie Lomax, down there in South Florida, sitting there. Weekend at Bernie's 2 action, just nodding his head to fucking music the whole fucking season. He heads to Charlottesville. Take on the Tiki Torch bitches known as Virginia. UVA's laying 5.5. Bring your collared shirt. I'm all over. I can't take. What didn't UVA just win on a buzzer beater too?
Yeah. No, they made the free throws.
Somewhat of a buzzer beater, right? Yeah. Larranaga, baby. They're at least going to cover. I mean, UVA only scores like 56 points a game. Miami is 2-4 on the road, and that's concerning. UVA is 12-0 at home, but come on, get this Virginia bullshit out of here. Give me the Hurricane plus 5.5. Do we got a battle or what?
Battle.
Yes. Get this Miami shit out of here. Everybody's gonna talk themselves into Miami's gonna get back in. Get this Miami sucks.
No.
Yeah. Virginia's gonna drag this into the mud, grind it out, win by 10. Let's go Wahoos.
How can you disrespect a Final Four team that just, from a year ago?
That's going to be playing the NIT this year.
Not after tomorrow when Jimmy Larranaga. Don't ever count out Jimmy Larranaga. Let's do battle. All right? I can't believe you guys are backing the Tiki Torch turtleneck wearing bitches. All right? We are riding with the Hurricane. Even though they're private school pussies too. But, I mean, at least we got, I don't know. So there's a few Constantine Popa. There's a few others. You know what I mean? There's a few others that Ed Reed. I'm a big Ed Reed fan.
Okay.
You
First off, I feel like 5.5 points. I do agree with the chatter. It is a lot, but I feel like the line is telling you what's going to happen in this game. Okay.
Mm.
Second, Miami in their last I want to say in their last 5, they're only shooting about 41%. That's not going to get higher against Virginia. And third, I just had the number up. I apologize. UVA is 9-4 all time, 7-2 at JPJ. 14 of the last 16 meetings between teams have been decided by 10 points or less. The spread is 5.5, so it is less than 10 points.
Go ahead, Capper.
I can't talk myself into taking Miami on the road against UVA. I just can't.
Larranaga is great, but this is one of the few times we're getting the better coach. Tony Bennett, they are on the bubble. They got to get another couple wins. They're rolling. I've been riding the fucking tiki torches the last couple of weeks. Keep coming through for me, tiki torches.
I mean, wait.
I ride with Mac.
Tony Bennett. If you exclude that ridiculous run,
that league.
No, he's not. Jimmy Larranaga is better, and that national championship was phony as fuck. The Auburn player bounces the ball off his fucking back. Carson, the Purdue game. Don't get me started on the fucking Purdue game. All right, and then
you forgot Gardner Webb too in round 1.
Yes, I mean that was the phoniest fucking national championship in the hit. And I like Tony Bennett, but come on. Yeah, meanwhile, Jimmy Larranaga has taken 2 different fucking schools to the Final Four. I'll argue this shit all day. Get your fucking 341st pace. You're gonna lay 5.5 with a team that's 341st in the nation in pace against Miami, a team that's in a more desperate spot, in my opinion, on the road. They're a better offensive team. Now I know Virginia's a top defensive team, top 10 defensive team. Doesn't matter. They cover the point. They might lose the game, but they're covering that fucking number.
Okay, I got one last point. Julio is on Miami.
Oh no.
Don Julio. He doesn't know about the Julio experience.
I know.
When Virginia wins this game, he'll understand.
Julio is going to win money with Dundee and White Tiger tomorrow. So let's go with the Hurricanes. Bieniek still quiet behind the scenes.
I just wanted to add, they were down 14 to Gardner Webb in the first round. That 16 seed.
Dude, that was the phoniest national championship of all time. First off, they needed it to go to overtime again. That crazy fucking shot. The Auburn game, they miss a call where the dude dribbles off the back of his foot, which should have been a fucking they should have forget the exact call that would have been, but they got lucky. And then the Purdue game was ridiculous. They had no business at all winning the fucking Purdue game. That was the phoniest national championship. How about this? That's the phoniest national championship in any college realm in my life. I really fucking buy that.
You know what isn't phony? In the last 10 years, Tony Bennett's got 6 ACC regular season titles. He's catching Carolina. You get this fucking Duke and Carolina shit out of here. Virginia runs the ACC, and that's a fact. Over the last decade, he's been the Don in that league.
Yeah, he does dominate, but he dominates by 1 point. You know what I mean? He doesn't dominate. Yeah, which means the 5.5 is taking us to victory lane, baby. All right. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Look, what are they? Fucking since 1966, Virginia holds a 15-13 lead in the series against Miami. It's just a 50-50 game.
The line is daring you to take Miami.
Colby, I just found a nugget that I think you should use on the show for the rest of the season. You were talking about their phony national championship run. Currently, Virginia is 13th in the nation in luck on countdown.
Yeah.
So they're this year's Providence question mark.
If they found a leprechaun, who cares?
That's what I'm saying. No, they have fucking the Illuminati connections. They've all been to fucking Epstein Island. I don't trust any of those fucking people. All right. I don't trust any of those fucking people. And they probably have connections with the refs. They probably blackmail the fucking refs. I don't know. I don't trust them. I with the exception of Tony Bennett. I think he's a decent human being. But yeah.
I think there are far more Miami people who've been to Epstein Island than there are Virginia people. That's what I'm going to say. It's closer by proximity. You don't have to go as far.
But they were there by accident. They were there they're like, are we in fucking Cuba?
No one was there by accident.
Yeah, that's I don't know. When I heard Bill Nye was there, I was like, that's got to be an accident. He doesn't strike me. But the world's crazy, so maybe it's possible. But Bill Nye was one where I was like, really? Bill fucking Nye? Then I thought about all those videos, though, when you're a kid and you're watching those ones in school. And then you kind of connect the dots a little bit. But he's the science guy. Howard is laying 1.5 at Delaware State. This is a good game. It's a good game here in the MEAC. The line's telling you everything here. Give me Howard minus 1.5. Mac?
I was going to propose to bet Howard. I know Howard has burned us a little bit here recently, but I think they're the better team. I think it's telling us that they're a road favorite at Delaware State, who's been hot. Lost 3 out of 4. I like Howard. Buys it here. I want to lock this.
Whew.
I want to lock it with Mac.
There we go.
All right, what the fuck? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Let's go. All right.
Spinal.
Triple lock. The Bison. Let's go. Morgan State is catching 11 points at North Carolina Central. I'm a big fan of Lavelle. By the way, I don't know that Lavelle would do this, but if North Carolina, I mean, you want to, hey, DePaul, there's a guy named Lavelle Moden who can fucking coach. He can fucking coach, and he's sitting there every year, winning more games than he should with the roster that he has. Someone pick up the phone. I mean, maybe he's content there. I don't know, but either way, but I still can't lay 11. Give me Morgan State. Central wins by 9. I don't like this game. I'm not betting this game because I could see Central winning by 20. Mac, what are you doing here?
It's a lot of points to lay with Central, like you said. I'll lay it, but I'm not betting it.
Noah?
I'm locking up Central. If you can beat Howard by 19, you can beat anybody in the conference by more than 10.5.
Isn't this a sleepy one, though? Isn't this kind of sleepy for them?
I don't think so. A sleepy game against Coppin State. They won 77-46 by 31 points.
True, but they're at Howard next, which and at Norfolk State, back-to-back away against like two, in my opinion, the two best teams besides them.
Howard's 3-3 in the conference, and they.
I understand, but I feel like they're good. I feel like they're a good team.
Ahead, I'm locking up NC Central.
All right.
Cocktail Napkins got a minus 18.5 here. It makes sense to me. They've been killing teams at home. They've got the number 1 defense in the conference as well. So I just think it's a low-scoring game here for Morgan State, and NC Central pulls away.
Matthew, what are you doing here, man?
I take the points. I'm not betting this.
Yeah.
And Noah, don't be shy back there. Come on. I liked it when you were locking up 32 games with a little nudge.
Yeah.
When he picked every game, Colby.
Get out of here. I didn't like that.
The locksmith over there has got 30 plus locks.
He did text me. He's like, Colby, we need you back.
No.
We need you back. I locked up 32 games. I locked up 32 fucking games.
Fake news.
Had to borrow money from my neighbor.
I have been complaining about locking up 32. But
I lock up 30 before 4 o'clock.
I love this.
Saturdays.
I love this from old Rebecca Backseat LeBaron. He's so stingy with his locks, but he locks up Central minus 11.
well, I don't get.
Let's keep the lock train going because Nichols is laying 7.5 points against Northwestern State. And Northwestern State, let me tell you something. They're not that bad anymore. They've gotten better. I think the plus 250, I go down on this one. I go down on the 7.5. Go down on, you know what I mean? All right. I'm fucking picking.
We know what you mean. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm picking the Blue Demons to get it done. Plus 250 on the money line. All right. It's going to go down as a win is what I mean. I'm not gonna, but it's going to go down as a win. Blue Demon. Let's go to hell with the Demons. Let's go. Mac, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm joining you. And why they're better? It's first year head coach Rick Cabrera. They've got it better. They hit a little bit of a lump again after they won 3 in a row, but they're streaky. And Nichols, man, they've won 3 in a row. 2 out of the 3 have been in overtime. I think Northwestern State's live here. I'm 100% with you. Lock it up. Give me the Demons.
The locks are rolling in. Cannabis Capper, what are you doing here, man?
Triple lock it.
Woo, yeah, baby.
Let's
However, there will be no blowjobs for Northwestern State should they win this.
Well, I don't know. Last time they were jumping, not from you, but from someone out there. I highly urge them to do that.
Again, not on the show.
But yeah, no one on the show will be connected to that. But let's go. The song might make it seem like that, but we're not. All right, next up. Well, actually, before next up, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 different states. P2P social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes. Epstein Island. And plus tons of fun social features that will give it a feel of kind of a betting social network, so to speak. And get this, Cut offers a lower VIG and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets like, hey, Bill Nye was at Epstein Island more than once. Look, Cut handles the payment side of things too, so you never have to chase anyone down for dollars. You know, you don't want to be that guy sitting in the fucking Astro van outside of fucking Target waiting for old Billy to come out with his girlfriend. And he's spending money on her, but he owes you a bunch, so you beat him with the lead pipe, and next thing you know, you got Johnny Law after you. No, you don't have to do that. All right. What are you doing? Hop on over to Cut. That's cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Let me tell you, Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you, with killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee. You can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having at that very event. And forget planning months in advance. Sean Penn and Madonna plan months in advance. Look at their fucking relationship. All right. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the day of the event. All right. So what are you doing? Get on over there. Snag the tickets without the stress. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use that promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Once again, redeeming code CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets. Lowest price. Guaranteed. All right. We're back. We're in the trenches. Monday slate. Absolutely fucking beautiful.
Okay.
Mac.
Before we move on, I just want to implore Julio one more time. Please join Cut. We all want you to.
Yeah. And that's not CUT. It's not
KUT. Two T's. Yeah, Julio.
KUTT. So what's the story with Julio? Why is everyone hating on Julio? What happened? What did he do?
All right. Yeah, dude. So you have been out for a minute. I realize you do not know about the Julio experience where I think it started like a week ago.
But he's jumping on my fucking bets. I kind of like the fucking guy though.
Yeah. So here he kept coming in. He's got 69-1 in his last 8 days, and we tallied it. And shout out to Dave Marino. He held him accountable. He said, "All right, he's giving out these locks. Let's see how he does." He went 8-7, solid night. But then he came in here and said he went 13-5. And you're wondering why Moneyline Mac's face is right there. Those were the lock battles that he did not come out on the winning side. So that was the night. The following night, he came out and he gave out 5 or 6 locks. I forget what it was, and he went 0-4. Now, here's the problem.
It's Julio 0-5 is the name.
Now, everybody will eat shit. Here's the problem. If you eat shit, you have to show up the next day. The biggest slate of the year show, MIA. Nowhere to be found, and we were live for 3.5 hours. And then the next night, back in the chat, 25-10. So nobody saw the picks, but it was 25-10. So that's the Julio experience. So a little.
Well, I went in on this Julio experience thing because he took Miami. Julio, do not bet another fucking game. Take Miami. We are going to win. We are going to win, and you're going to be able to talk shit to all of these guys starting tomorrow. Let's go.
And hey, I hope he wins, except in our lock battles. Then I hope you lose. Now, Julio, you did say you were going to send me money to prove that you're a real dude. Don't send money to me. Donate to the show. I don't need fucking money. I got my own fucking money. So send it to the show, put it in the chat, and let's see it.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
Shout out to Julio.
And he'll be making money on
he's a villain. I like him.
Jimmy Larranaga.
For the record, I love this Julio character. Everybody needs a Julio in their lives.
No.
And this is amazing content. He's gone from Colby not even knowing who he was last Monday, and he's rocketed into stardom. Yeah. So this is amazing.
Well, if he keeps rolling with my plays, I think he's a fucking great handicapper. So I wasn't there on your guys' episodes. I didn't see that shit. Julio fucking hit me up. We're on the same fucking side, brother. Let's go. All right, Hurricanes
on the rise. I give him credit. He's like LeVar Ball. He finds a way to capture the audience and be the villain. Hey, man, credit to you. I hope you win. I hope, except when we battle. So shout out to Julio.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Hurricanes all day tomorrow, baby. Let's go, Julio. Fuck these guys.
He's getting mad, but he still will not donate to the show like he keeps saying he's going to. So come on, Julio. Call your ass out right back now.
It's tough, Julio. The ball's in your court, but either way, don't worry. We got the Hurricanes tomorrow.
Right on the fucking table.
We got the Hurricanes tomorrow. Coppin State is catching 8.5 at South Carolina State. Larry Stewart. It's tough times at Coppin State. Former Washington Bullet. I'm a fan, but they've been complete ass. They have been the definition of ass this year. But 8.5 points, a lot of points. I don't know what I'm doing here, but give me the points. Give me the 8.5. I hate laying big numbers. Yes,
I love it.
I like Larry Stewart. I'm not betting this game. I don't like laying a big number in MEAC games. So I do think Coppin can cover this. I do think South Carolina State knows that Coppin's ass, and they know they have this juggernaut, better known as Chicago State, on deck. So
Chicago State look ahead spot.
Chicago State look ahead spot is completely fucking happening here. Give me.
They're going to get the
Coppin
most
State
TV
the
time
points.
they've ever gotten on Chicago State's YouTube.
They're dude. Chicago State's the only one thinking outside the fucking box here. The rest of college basketball who doesn't want to play any games, Chicago State's like, fuck it, we're going straight to YouTube. They are thinking outside the box, and they have South Carolina State thinking, hey man, the Chicago State team, a national televised game. My fucking girlfriend, my wife, whoever can watch this. It's tough times. Give me Coppin and the points. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm going to take my guy, man. I think Emart at South Carolina State. That was disappointing that they dropped the game to Morgan. But they've been playing good basketball before that. It is a lot for me to lock, so I'm going to stay off it. I usually don't like locking up 8.5, 9.5 point lines in the MEAC and SWAC.
Yeah, it has to be a special team. Oh, you're locking this up. Fire away, man.
NC State. Yeah, I'll lay it and lock it. Thank you very much.
Ooh, there we go. Come cash in on the Bulldogs, says Cannabis Capper Matthew Duhashnish. Let's go. Now, if you want my blue plate special here, I mean this one, Mac, we ate shit on this a week ago. They were talking a ton of shit back and forth to one another. Remember the 2 point guards on each team? Yes. There was zero movement. It was the most NBA game I've seen in a college basketball fucking game in a long time. It was Houston Christian in New Orleans a week ago, and it was getting chippy down the stretch. It was at Houston Christian. Houston Christian, I think, completely sucks ass. But this was a game where it was chippy. Now they got to come back to the legendary. I mean, anytime you can go lakefront, you go. All right. They're going into the Lakefront Arena, and I personally think we should bet the fuck. And I've actually already placed this wager, so I will play my music. New Orleans minus. I did get it at 5, and there is a 5 still out there now. Majority of the books though have it at 5.5. But privateers, I salute you. Let's go. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, dude. Is it like scary that this is like one of my favorite plays of the night? Like,
no,
they were the better team a couple weeks ago. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. New Orleans smash spot here all fucking day. Get this Houston Baptist Christian out of here. And chat.
Fucking Joel Osteen blood money, you fucking losers. You go on the road, you're not winning shit. All right. They're having a decent year. They're 5-15. That's a decent year for them. No way they win this on the road. Cannabis Capper, what are we doing here?
Triple lock. Yeah. Honestly, you talked me into it. I was fringe lock. Now I'm all the way in. Let's fucking go.
Boom. Privateers. -5. Let's go.
If they get swept by Houston Christian, we need to reevaluate.
Yeah, they get swept by Houston Christian. Cancel their fucking program.
I'm driving to campus and we're having a meeting on Tuesday.
Norfolk State is laid 8.5 at Maryland Eastern Shore. I truly believe Norfolk State's the best team in the MEAC. They are in first place. I think it's them and Howard. North Carolina Central, maybe 2. I mean, it's those 3 that I actually truly believe. Actually, I'd probably put Central ahead of Howard, but it's those 3. But damn, I just don't like laying a big number on the road. Give me Eastern Shore. I know. Look, it was a 3-point game the last time they played. I just can't do it. Give me the, what are they? The Hawks.
Yeah.
Give me the Hawks and the points. Mac, what are you doing here?
You like the Hawks because they hung you with ECU, but I do agree with you. Give me Eastern Shore here. Too many points.
ECU is playing with their food, but cream roast to the top. Cannabis, what are you doing here?
I'm on Norfolk State. Better team. I'm not betting it, not locking it. But that'd be the way I lean is to lay it.
Texas A&M Commerce is heading to McNeese.
Noah would come on.
I know why Noah's here.
I'm with him on this.
Come out here with your big chalk.
Wrong place and wrong time. This is a strong ass offer.
I completely agree. Bieniek, we are on the same page. You don't just walk in. No. Yeah, after a loss, we talked about Lakefront Arena. Well, this is Lake Charles, Louisiana, right? And the Legacy Center is gonna be rocking, and strong ass offers are gonna be made from Pick Dundee and Noah Bieniek when they lock up. When they lock up McNeese minus 18.5 points. Let's go. Tell me you're battling this. Tell me you're fucking battling this.
I'm battling it.
Oh.
I think Will Wade's, working on his next gig. I think that they're going to win by 15. So I'm going to take the points.
A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
If he's working on his next gig, I think it's a mistake. I think this team, it could have Cinderella potential. I really do.
Agree.
The fuck is that?
So wait, is this a triple lock? Just one. It's not lock unity, right?
It's not lock. I think that's the only one holding it, but I'm with you guys.
We're still playing the music. All right? Still playing the fucking music. Let's go. Grambling is catching 2.5 at Alcorn State. Why the hell? I mean, this line just telling us that we should place every wager on Alcorn State tomorrow because they're 5-16, 8th in the SWAC. Grambling's 9-12, 2nd in the SWAC. Why the fuck is Alcorn laying points? I guess you could say they won last year by 3. Kind of terrified of this game, but I also think the line is telling us we should bet Alcorn. And on a short slate, you don't have a lot of games. Yeah. Just bet everything you got. Let's go. Lock it up. Give me Alcorn.
I love the Braves here, man. They won 3 out of 4. They dropped the one to Southern on Saturday. They blew that game.
Yeah.
They're rolling. They may be the best team in this fucking league. Alcorn, baby. Let's go. Alcorn's 11-0 on Monday.
Wait, triple lock here too? No beating either?
Quad lock?
You know what? I'm going to come in on this one too. Alcorn State, number 1 offensive rebounding team in the conference here in the SWAC. Grambling's 9th in defensive rebounding. So,
yeah.
I mean, that they're going to win the matchup on the glass, bounce back after the loss. And Grambling, for what it's worth, just is coming off of the Jackson State W. So, I like this.
Alcorn State Braves on the warpath. Let's go. Florida A&M is catching 8.5 points against Alabama State. Yeah. Lay it. I
agree. The correct number here is 1-800-GAMBLER. If you bet this, that's what you should be calling.
Mac, what are you doing?
Points, no lock.
I thought no. Oh, what? What'd you say?
I said, give me FAMU and the points, no lock.
Oh, I thought you said lock, and I was like,
that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
No, I hate FAMU.
Yeah, can't do that. But I will lock this one. I buy in. I'm a Reggie Theus guy. He might not have ever played defense in the NBA, but I think he's a decent fucking coach. He's laying 1.5 at the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. Give me them Wildcats of Bethune to get it done. It does stink a little bit, but I'm going with Bethune. Mac, what are you doing here?
Oh man, I think this line reeks. That's what I mean. Why is it so short with Alabama A&M? I'll just take Alabama A&M because it reeks.
This is Bama for what it's worth. Bama A&M's second straight. Why the fuck is this line this way or whatever? The last one was FAMU, and they fucked them up. So FAMU beat what was it? I think they came off Jackson State.
Yeah,
and it was like, this is telling you something here. So this one again jumped out to me off the page.
Bethune is 5-3 in conference, though.
I think they're a solid team. Give
me Bethune.
Lock?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
You can even talk me into a little money line parlay Bethune and Alcorn if you want to live dangerously.
I like it. Mac?
What?
Oh.
Bethune.
Yeah. No. I took Alabama A&M.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to battle. I stayed off it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have the line on Pine Bluff and Prairie View? Because I'm not finding it at this very second.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Even Tally Site doesn't have it.
There is no line.
Second canceled? What happened?
No.
What the fuck's happening here?
It's got to be out here.
Anybody find that line? Throw it in the chat.
Wasn't that game scheduled for last week?
That's like the ultimate SWAC move to.
Yeah, it wasn't that game supposed to be last week. Purview and APB, or was that a different Purview?
It was definitely no. It was definitely.
I'm not.
I think you might be right.
I think they
because on Tally Site kept floating around.
Is this the one where the generator blew outside of the stadium?
I think it is.
I saw this earlier, but I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it's pulled down now. It's
I love this SWAC and VX so much.
Dude, it's actually fucked up. It's actually so fucked up. But yes,
Brian Sanders says it's postponed. It was canceled last week, also from Thad Truth.
That's horrible. Imagine you drive all the way. You get all the way there on a fucking bus. You're there all the way on a fucking bus.
I think Prairie View was the generator, so they must not have it up and running.
God,
something.
That's fucked up. All right,
kids.
I want you to go in on this. Clark says Bethune's had the dorms closed due to rats biting students. I mean,
what?
That's fucking horrific.
Definitely sounds like an awesome '80s movie.
I know that, Clark.
Jackson State's laying 1.5 against Southern. I have been losing money left and right on Jackson State, but I'm going back to the well because why is the first place team catching points at Jackson, which I believe is the best team in the SWAC roster standpoint wise? Jackson State is going to fuck up Southern by 6 points. Let's go. Mac?
Southern.
Yeah, no, I had this one circled. This is Jackson State. And this is where those conference records can be skewed and basically not real. Jackson State's better than Southern. They're going to drill them tomorrow. I'm all over this with you. I know we ate shit last Monday night with Jackson State. They've lost 3 in a row. They're getting it done tomorrow. I'm with you.
This is Jackson State's. This is only Jackson State's 4th home game.
And it's February 5th. Unbelievable.
That's wild. Give me Jackson home. Got to build up that home record.
Honestly, back to our Prairie View shit. No wonder why the generator blew. They never fucking use it. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, it's like, oh, this is we have a basketball team. I didn't even fucking realize that. Plug that shit in. Let's get a game going. Oh, you plug it in. Hey, the shit's not working. Oh, when's the last time we used it? Oh, last February. What the fuck? I mean, anyway, yeah. Lock up Jackson State.
Yeah,
triple lock.
Yeah. Probably, I'm with Rob Downs in the chat. Jackson, favorite bet of the day. I would.
Oh, don't say
close. Be close to agreeing.
Triple lock. Quadruple lock, right? I don't know. Kansas is heading into the Little Apple to take on Jerome Tang and the Wildcats. I remember this one. This game always. I think I've told the good listeners of TCE about my experience. I think I was doing Tampa radio, was either Tampa or Miami. And it was the day after that fight where someone picked up a chair, didn't use it, but pulled a classic Bobby the Brain Heenan and grabbed that chair. And they didn't use it. And I was on this show the next day, and everyone's like, I was like one of 5 people on the show, and they're just bouncing around, hot potatoing. They're like, this is horrible for the sport of college basketball. How could they even do this? And knowing that they had to play one more time and potentially a second time in the Big 12 tournament, the puck goes to Dundee here, and I'm like, no, this is fucking amazing. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is great for the rivalry, because normally K-State's been, let's be honest, they've been waxed in this rivalry, especially before that moment. So they need some energy behind that. It's great for the sport, and that is why I believe Jerome Tang came in right after that, and he's been kind of overachieving, I would say, in Manhattan. Now I know they've had some rough games recently, but coming off a win against the Houston Cougs,
Sorry,
I do see court storm potential in Manhattan, and I am locking up. And may I interest you in a little Wildcat parlay between Bethune-Cookman and Kansas State. Let's go. And I got to tell you, anytime there's a chair thrown in college basketball, it's great for the fucking sport. That guy from New Mexico State who punched that dude in the face the other night, fucking great for the sport. Sucks for the player. Great for the fucking sport. They need to play more often. I can't wait for New Mexico State and Liberty to play again. Mac, what are you doing here?
So obviously Kansas came through on Saturday for my game of the year. Probably won't have as big a bet as I did on that game. That was the easiest play of the year at the Fog. They shot 70% against Houston from the field. 70. That's unheard of against Houston. They played out of their mind, played a perfect game. Now they got to go to the rivalry. K-State's lost 4 in a row. The stock as low as ever. K-State's done. Tang's done. They may be done. They may not be an NCAA tournament team, but they're getting up tomorrow for this fucking Sunflower Showdown, and K-State is going to be in this game all the way to the end. Give me the Wildcats, lock it up, and let's do the freaking Tang Gang dance in the stands after. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah. There was a football game. He was doing Jaeger bombs, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably my favorite fucking coach, because he gets it. He gets it. Mac, I'm sorry. Bieniek, I see you're here. What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, I'm first here. I wasn't gonna do this until just recently. The last sentence that Max said, they're gonna stay into this game all the way until the end. He's a pussy for not just calling it on the money line, because I am. I'm gonna take you to
I still got 3 officials I gotta beat too.
Last season, the Akadana Dune. I have a presentation for you guys that I want you to listen to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Man of the people. YouTube.com/the college experience. Look at that.
It is amazing what you can accomplish
Super Bowl, man.
when you do it out of a motive of love and joy and passion. And I told y'all, we'll get you one court storming. From here on out, expect to win.
Hey, Tang, I hate to break it to you. If they win tomorrow night, they are storming that fucking court. So you ain't
run it back.
Look, that's one of those moments where you win the game, you're having fun, they pass you a microphone, and you just got to talk. And next thing you know, you say some shit like that. They're storming tomorrow if they get it. And when they get it done is better said. This is a
Hold on.
Wait. I'm sorry. We didn't get Matthew. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on K-State. Plus 5.5. I again, you kind of ran through the the thought process, the reasoning behind it. I do have an angle though that I would like to share with the audience, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I with games like this, I love doing teasers. I tease K-State up to 10.5 and under 149.5 plus 100.
Okay.
I like that. We're giving away fucking teasers here. I like this.
Did the same thing Did the same thing with Wisco today. It was Wisconsin plus 7.5. Sweated that one, and the under, I think it was like 148. Again, a little sweaty, but again plus 100. That cleared today too. This is my Monday tease. K-State plus 10.5, under 149.5. Lock it up.
Let's go, Tang Gang. Let's go party at the Little Apple tomorrow night. You storm. You don't sit there. If you're gonna listen to the coach on a microphone, you're storming. All right, so do it.
Do that dance tomorrow.
Yes, the Vandals of Idaho are heading to the Hornets' Nest in Sacramento, California, to take on Sac State.
Colby, I have a nickname for Idaho, by the way. In basketball, you typically play with 5 players on the court. Idaho is known for their potatoes, so let's call these guys 5 guys.
Ooh, 5 guys. The burger joint out of, I believe they're originally from my neck of the woods where they started. I like this. 5 guys are taking on Sac State. Sac State's laying 4.5. I will take 5 guys.
Yeah.
5 guys, 1 win. How about that?
I like that.
Too many guys.
5 guys, 1 win. This episode tonight, man, I'm fucking coming back to a weird one. Yeah, I mean, look, Sac State's a train wreck right now. I think if anything, Idaho's got better momentum. I think we should actually bet Idaho. You guys want to bet Idaho?
Money line?
The more I think about it, I think we play that 165 on the Vandals.
The 5 guys, 1 win. If they win tonight, it might stick for good.
5 guys, 1 win. Lock it up.
Like Capper said, that's too many guys, but it works.
5 guys, 1 win. Mac, what are you doing here?
Battle. I'm taking the Nest. Lock it up. Idaho's third road game in 5 nights. Road game in 5 nights.
Who the fuck is gonna be at this guy? Look, who's gonna be at this game?
The Nets got some people in there this year.
This year or years past, I feel like they've been all right, but I don't think they've also been 6-16 thus far. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, see you on the hardwood. We got a battle. Moneyline Mac over the Hornets. Pick Dundee and Cannabis Capper. You lock this, right? Cannabis?
I'm riding on Idaho 100%. Yeah. Sac State's a mess this year.
Sprinkle that money line. Yeah. Sprinkle that money line.
Capper's riding on 5 guys.
Bieniek, who'd you take?
This guy. Yeah, he fucking sitting over there.
I was eating my hamburgers with 5 guys.
Okay. There you go.
That's your fucking team, the Vandals.
I know. I'm on Idaho.
Noah should be a fucking politician the way he dances around some of these fucking games. You know what I mean? He's just sitting there. This happens. This happens here.
He's so glad
I didn't bet that game. I didn't have a strong play in that one. I didn't say that. I just said 5 guys. It's funny. It's a burger joint.
He's so glad he doesn't have to pick 150 games again.
With you. Yeah. Okay, come on, no, just lock it up. It's fine. Battle.
Sometimes we come on pre-episode and he's like, I haven't had a chance to preview the games.
Colby.
With the 150 slate. He started on a fucking Wednesday. He started on a fucking Wednesday, just going through. Oh my God, he's having a baby.
This comment
Who
from
the fuck
Casey
is going to win Duke,
good.
Carolina?
Colby, you fucking missed it. But we were almost 3 hours in, and he was trying to run the cocktail napkin between fucking Nichols and Houston Baptist, and I said, "Make a goddamn pick. We got 149 of these other motherfuckers."
He also, when I was just trying to look at it a little bit, he's like, "Stop tickling balls and make a pick."
He would give a great point, and I'd be like, "Are you locking it?" And he goes, "Nah." I said, "Stop tickling the audience's balls and make a pick."
And then Chad G, 20 minutes after the show, pumps out an AI picture of literally a character looking like me tickling balls.
Oh no.
Chad, by the way, shout out to Chad. He's been fucking killing it with that. Some of those ones are fucking hilarious.
They are
yeah, they're pretty good.
Chad,
I tweeted out one of them.
Give him a follow. I think that's his Twitter handle. If not, Chad, remind me.
It's Chad G Sports Fan. Off the top of my head.
And I met up with Chad. In Colorado when I went to the Wyoming game. Was in Fort Collins. He came up. Great fucking guy. So go out there, just follow his. He's a fucking. If we have Picasso, he's Da Vinci over here doing these fucking things. Yeah.
Sports fan CBG on Twitter.
There you go.
With the knife, you can't miss him.
Eastern Washington's heading to Portland State. This is a rivalry game.
Okay.
But I still think Eastern Washington is way fucking better. And Eastern Washington got that one loss. Did you guys ride them, by the way, against Montana? That was the easiest fucking bet of the season.
Yes. Yeah, I got it.
Easiest fucking bet of the season.
This line stinks, though, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Well, it's a rivalry game. But I still just.
This is another road team in this league that's playing 3 out of 5 on the road. What is it? What is this, the NBA?
Portland State is 8-1 at home this year, but I can't do it, man. I think Eastern Washington's better than the rest of the conference. The rivalry angle, I can see your point, and that's why I'm going to wager on this game, but I'm going to wager a little lighter than most games. But I'm still taking Eastern Washington -3.5 because I believe they are a way better basketball team than Portland State.
These two teams played in like late December, and Portland State got freaking drilled at Eastern Washington. Like I think they lost by like 38-40 something. It was drilling.
91-57, first league game.
Yeah. Why is this line only 3.5?
I'm locked.
It has won 3 in a row. I'm still on Eastern Washington. Can't do it.
Mac?
Skull. Give me the Vikings, baby, all day, outright money line. This is a great spot.
I ride with Mac. This line stinks so bad.
It does really stink.
Yeah,
but sometimes, to quote my friend Patty C, the stink. You got to dive into it because sometimes you dive in and it cashes. So
I kind of feel like maybe Portland State first half is the play here. It could be one of those games for.
I would like that better than obviously, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're doing battle. Dundee flying with the Eagles. Let's go. Mac Capper going with the Vikings of Portland State. Noah, how you doing, buddy?
Colby, before we get to the favorite picks of the day, hit the third ad, by the way.
Oh, see that? That's producing. I want to tell you, the third ad of the day is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. So stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN. You get 50% off your first month today. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we are back. Let's go. And yeah, Noah didn't. I thought he was going to give a play on this Eastern Washington game.
I knew it was the last game, so that's just why I popped in.
Top play of the night. We got to get to this. Top play of the night. I mean, I think it's honestly for me, it's New Orleans -5 against Houston Christian. I know it sounds crazy, but I actually think it's the best play of the night. Maybe my second one would be Jackson State -1.5 against Southern. Mac?
You got to zig while they zag, baby. Everybody called me crazy for saying Kansas was going to beat the fuck out of Houston on Saturday. Same people say Kansas will drill K-State tomorrow. K-State will be in that game all the way to the end. I hope that they can get on the right side, but I've seen these games where the whistle, because Kansas is tied with Houston at the top of the standings, go the Jayhawks way down the stretch. I think one possession game. Give me K-State with the points as my play of the day. Let's go. 10 game.
Bieniek?
McNeese State. It goes without saying. This is just smash pot. 20+ victory.
I agree. Smart cap. Cannabis. What are we doing here? Your top play of the day.
Northwestern State +7.
Love it. Love it. A lot of smart plays here. We're all fucking geniuses, and look forward to celebrating with you guys tomorrow. Folks, it's good to be back. Appreciate everyone.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you. And shout out to Mac and Noah holding the fort down. Shout out to everyone that was the guest, Veta, everybody. Cannabis Capper. If you had any other guests, I fucking can't remember. But
Trevor.
Trevor. Yeah, There we go. Sorry, Trevor. Didn't mean to. You gotta understand, I was in the trenches, man.
And then Russian Troy.
I didn't listen to one episode. I was just told. I didn't have a chance to, man. I don't think you understand. I'll tell that story at another day after a few cocktails or something. But yeah, put it like this. That thing took a while. It's like we were at the hospital before my son was born for like 40 hours.
Did they let you smoke or no?
No, I had to.
It's not like back in the day where you could rip darts like constantly.
Yeah. California, dude. What are you talking about? In California, you're still wearing a mask in the fucking thing, sitting over there. You know what I mean? Just hating everything. Can't even fucking talk. You're sweating. You know what I mean?
That just leveled up the level of miserable that Colby was if he was wearing a mask. I didn't even apply that to my formula.
Dude. It's you still got to wear a mask at the hospitals here. It's terrible. Unless there was one security guard who was a DJ, and he started talking to me. He is on the 49ers. I think he's going to lose, but he is a great guy. Yeah. And I wish I could remember his name or I'd shut him out. But anyway, folks, give everyone a follow here. Cannabis Capper is on Twitter at Cannabis Capper. What a great fucking handle and a great name. I appreciate that name. Matthew, I know you came on the show a year ago. You're fucking great at what you do. Check out all of his content. He's always writing articles for SGPN, and he's always just capping games and shit, man. It's Cannabis Capper. You got to check him out, man. Do hash niche. All right.
Do the research high, make the bets high, get high profits, my friend.
Hey, that's a beautiful system. It's beautiful. God bless that. Mac, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, can I say just a couple words? And I just want to shout out the chat too for the last week or so that Noah and I were rocking every single night. I mean, last night at 6 a.m. Colby, we had almost 300 people in here. So this is night in and night out. You guys brought it throughout this while we were shorthanded, and I am more than happy. I am ecstatic that I get to go back to chair number 2 and we get the king back. So cheers to you, Pick Dundee, and congrats on being a new father, and looking forward to a fun final month. And we love you guys in the chat, and we couldn't do it without you. So welcome back, Dundee, and thank you, chat, from me.
Thank you. I appreciate the shout. You know how much fucking diapers are, by the way?
Inflation.
Oh my God, the hustle here.
Yep.
Sorry, White Tiger, when you just get a LA Times comic book section as your fucking diaper. White, don't worry. White Tiger will prevail. Folks, appreciate y'all. Until next time. Tomorrow night, that is, next time. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
The world as we know it, it is a vast illusion. More than a passive poet, I am the last solution. The master of magic music, ambassador execution of rappers. I've yet to shoot 'em. I catch and electrocute 'em. His highness of flyness, if fly is what you're into. Some rappers dropping science, and some be popping pistols. Some rappers preach the gospel. If preaching's what you're into, then I am an apostle, and these are my epistles. Listen, the stylist, the server, the real rap preserver. Champion, black barbarian, and Berber. Injury from my symphony, the melody is murder. Public enemy of chemistry, the energy converter. Feed me through intravenous, my veins full of Valvoline. Straight shots of gasoline, chase them with kerosene. I'll boil beat breaks and eat cakes made with nicotine. Cry tears of Listerine and Mr. Clean. TLE, the human power converter. And if the rhyme is a crime, y'all should charge me for murder. Last step, approach the stand and cross-examine as I march through the hood with my imperial posse. Some rappers show me love, a couple suckers despise me. If assassins happen to hit me, don't even revive me. After I'm long gone, this is how you describe me. Listen, here lies the first blast. This character's first class, symbol of perfection, complexion, color of burnt brass. with a superb task to emerge and then surpass the average, a shadowy figure from Earth's past. With 4 braids that hang down on my shoulders when I fight, they come to life and strike like 4 black cobras. Put an end to this, I'm venomous and your rap's over. Many men have surrendered, the imp is a pro-black soldier. I told ya, I'm the combination of prophecy and mere chance. I'm the combination of old bottles and beer cans, a black cowboy and a Tuskegee airman. AM or FM, you can check me on Clearband. Yo, loud and clear, your transmission confirmed. Understand my position, you should listen and learn. 3 initials, it's official, yes, the Sith is returned. From the cradle to the grave, incubator to the respirator. From the birth of Anakin to the death of Vader, the decibel desecrator, unethical estimator, purveyor of weapons now rotating on your record player. Sprayer of rapid fire, spit like Vesuvius, lyrically hardcore and a Star Wars enthusiast. Hepcat, save the imps, raps all the grooviest. Peace to Cypress Hill, house of pain and folk dubious. An author, a poet, a mathematician, research scientist, and a lab technician. In high school, I was voted the man with vision, the most likely to leave rappers in a bad condition. Listen, I know some have visions of overthrowing the imp. Many believe that they can see me, it was only a glimpse. I repeat it, I'm never conceited, I'm only convinced that my status is that of a black Ethiopian prince. And since here's another one to fall under the rhyme charts. Your style's weak, it already peaks where mine starts. This is the last steps.